This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, oh. I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm dangerous. So dangerous.
Oh, we're live. Good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of Breakfast and Body Slams with me. I'm Joe. That's shit. Oh, you moved me over. I'm trying to point to you. I'm Joey Image, and that is the frosty man himself, Chio, Frost. What's going on, buddy? How are you today?
I am extremely tired. You can probably hear it in my voice. I didn't get to bed really super late, about 2:30 in the morning. I do not know where my cohort T is at today. He's probably sleeping, and he likes to sleep in. He does not like these morning shows at all. But well, you got to see as the credits rolled through in the beginning, you got to see our other Devereaux podcast team members out there listed for and that's I have the updated version. I have to update it one more time because things always keeps changing with these schedules with days, names, and this and that. And just give a shout out to our affiliates out there who always supports us. The guys at 2300 Wrestling Podcast, the Tornado Tag Podcast, HTW Network as well, High Tension Wrestling. They're the new ones we're plugging right out there. That's my man Alex Kilowatts. Backstabbers Pro Wrestling Podcast, all the way from Puerto Rico, Conversación de Lucha Libre. Let's not forget about also Tiffany Ann and all the great things she's doing over there at on her network with all the interviews she's throwing down with. I think she's on hiatus right now. I think she's taking a break until she comes back with more interviews. And Rob Williams over at the Bob Culture podcast. I think that's everyone. I hope I got everyone. I don't have my list in front of me. But yeah, just we're giving out some cheap plugs. And speaking of cheap plugs, my man Mr. Image over there got some beef jerky.
Yes, I want to talk about real quick. No, I ain't gonna take up too much time. My buddy Mike Seneker. He is a combat veteran, former MMA fighter. He started a beef jerky company. He went into business, I think, November, December, and it's got to be real good because his stuff sold out right away. And I mean, it's March. I had to wait till this arrived yesterday. You can see right there. Sinister jerky. This is the original brisket flavor, but it was sold out from November. Like the first week that he opened for business, it's an online store. They sold out, so I had to wait until Again, this showed up yesterday. I just ordered it like Wednesday, I think.
Hmm.
So I had to wait that long because I've never heard of beef jerky selling out before.
Well,
But this stuff is good stuff. He's got a bunch of flavors on there: mango habanero, like whatever, barbecue, spicy. I'm not a big spicy guy, but there's some spicy stuff on there. So I just got the OG, the original flavor right here. I just wanted to throw in a quick plug. If you guys get a chance, go to sinisterjerky.com. Check out at Sinister Jerky on Twitter and at Sinister Seneker. It's Seneker. He streams on Twitch a lot too. Twitch.tv/Sinister Seneker, I think it is. But just sinisterjerky.com. Everything you need be right there. It's really good stuff. And dude, this is only $4.50 a bag. So you get like the Jack Link stuff that's I guess name brand or whatever, and that's like $13 a bag or $11 a bag. It's only $4 for this stuff. $4.50. Very worth it. So check it out, guys. Please tell them. Well, don't tell them I sent you. They might charge you double.
Speaking of jerky, there's actually a place located over here at the Philadelphia Premium Outlets near me. It's not even in Philadelphia. It's just called Philadelphia Premium. There's a jerky place. They have a store, nothing but all jerky. Whether it's they even have it like cut down into like the little chew type stuff where you stick it in the side of your gums as well.
Yeah.
I tried antelope, buffalo, wild boar, a whole bunch of other kind of flavors they had.
I love jerky, like wacky flavors, dude. Me
Yeah.
and my wife went to Florida a couple years ago, and there was a store just like you're talking about. It was all just weird. Like they didn't have just plain old beef jerky. They had a weird like alligator and like pheasant and
yes,
like the
yes.
alligator was good actually.
Yeah.
Venison. I did a charity appearance in Houston, Texas. It was a wrestling convention in end of 2013, I think it was, and there was a fan there that used to come to my shows in North Carolina, and her and her family had moved to Texas. So when I was out there, she's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna come and see you. I'm gonna bring you a gift," and she brought me homemade venison jerky that her husband hunted the deer, did it all himself. It was so good. It was really cool.
Yeah, well, as soon as the next time I get a chance to get over here, I'll grab you some. I'll grab you a variety of different samples, I guess, to try out to see what you like.
I wish there was a place like that somewhere around me. We don't have anything like that here.
Yeah. Well, it's not really samples they give out. I'm just grab some like really small stuff. That way you can see what you like. I think they might even have a website where you can order from here too as well. So,
that would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, again, sinisterjerky.com. There you see it right there. Check it out, please. Tell them I sent you. Again, it's only $4.50 a bag. It's worth it, man. It's worth it. Real good stuff.
And since we're giving cheap plugs, and since we got people's attention right now, automatically early on, since the show just popped up. Speaking of pop up, here's one of our shirts, Pop Up Pipe Bombs. So yeah, cheap plug. Get our merchandise, buddies. Friends, sisters, pals, cousins, nephews, best friends, whoever. Even for your dog. Well, I don't even think we got dog stuff on.
Oh my God, my dog.
We're gonna have to.
That's what happened to my face. My dog poked me right in the eye yesterday with his claw. He's still got. We haven't got his nails cut in like a month.
It happens.
This has been. My eye has been tearing since 11:30 yesterday morning.
Well, how often do you take them out like for walks as far as like on like concrete and stuff? Because
I know
the nails,
it's supposed to like grind down or something, right?
But yeah, speaking of our plugs, and I mentioned our shirts. If you want to support us continuously, and we humbly thank each and every one of you for tuning in whenever you do, jump on over to BodySlamsPodcast.com, click on our pod shop, and it'll take you over to Spring, where you can purchase any one of our teams, whether it's Breakfast and Body Slams, Thursday Night Slam, just nice pop-up pipe bombs, some of our other items that we have on there, other designs as well. We have mugs, and I think we might have like stuff in kid size. So I have to go back and look.
Pretty soon we're gonna have ladies thong underwear, so you can have my face on your ass at all times.
You know what?
And we'll have male bras too.
Don't give me an idea.
Guys.
Don't give me the idea. I might have to get your face and put it on. I think they do have ladies underwear, so I might have to put it on a thong with Joey Image's face. There you go.
Hey, speaking of my face, I figured this out. There we go. Look at that.
Sweet. That
I couldn't figure that out 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
man,
so
it's
go
killing
over
me.
there, purchase any one of those items. They will be shipped directly to you. We only get a small percentage of what comes out of it. The company who makes it, prints it, ships it, they get the bulk of the cash flow. What little bit that you guys contribute by buying our merch and with the little bit of funds that we get, it goes back into this broadcast so we can broadcast. Right now I'm broadcasting to 8 different streams right now. So for us to continue simultaneously hitting across the board, we love to have your support. More like, yo, buy a shirt, wear it, take a picture, post it, tag us. We'll throw
Buy
your
some beef
picture up.
jerky.
Sweet. Yeah, there you go. Get one of our shirts and post with beef jerky from from Sinister.
Sinister,
Yeah, and
yeah.
we'll give everybody cheap plugs as much as possible. We had some people chime in a little bit ago. We had well, these two Daves. We had Dave Yarnell and DB Richards. We got Papa Reaper chiming in as always. Pat Bernard from the Gobbler Inc. He just did his show a little bit ago at 9 a.m. on Dead Row Sports on the Facebook and YouTube pages. But without any further ado, let's not waste any more time. This is Breakfast and Body Slams. Body Slams meaning professional wrestling, not sports entertainment, but call it as you will. We're gonna get into some news. Joseph, which one of our topics that you want to kick off? And by the way, just public service announcement out there, we will not be talking anything WrestleMania at all. We will save that for our Thursday night show, which is going to be a special start time, by the way, not 9:05. We're going to be starting at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock that Thursday, WrestleMania weekend, the 31st.
This coming Thursday.
Yes, with former WWE referee Jimmy Corderas on. He's going to give us his insights, what we might and might not see for WrestleMania. So,
yes,
like I said,
looking forward to that. Jimmy and I have podcasted together in the past before. It's been a very long time.
Sorry to hear that. He must regret that very highly.
Dude, when I used to do an old show in like 2011, I tweeted one day. I tweeted one day and I just put, "Hey, we're on live right now. Give us a call." And he called, and I'm like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Yeah, I got a message. I saw a message to call here. It's Jimmy." And I'm like, "Whoa, hey man!" So we talked for like an hour just about nothing specific. So I'm looking forward to having Jimmy on here. I know he's been tweeting about it a couple times the past week or so. He's looking forward to it, and he doesn't do a lot of outside podcasts because he's got his own show that he does. But for me, he said, for me, for you, I'll do it. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to have the Ref and Rant on here.
Oh, you know what? Let me plug one other show this week.
Sure.
Another good friend of mine, Nate Rock Quarry from UFC. Most notable from the Ultimate Fighter show. Again, from UFC, an MMA fighter, comic book writer. I've got his book. He sent me his comic book. He sent me his a shirt, zombie cage fighter, which is pretty hilarious. This eye is just bothering the hell out of me. So he will be on
patch.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. He will be on Combat Misfits this week, Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. for him, but he's good to go. He took care of whatever he had to take care of. His wife is taking care of the kids or whatever she's got to do. Whatever he normally does at that time, she's taking care of it. So again, Nate Rock Quarry from UFC will be on Combat Misfits this week, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Now I'm getting confused myself.
So I guess Dave and Chris are going to have a hands full on Combat Misfits coming up. So that's
it's a week of my buddies on our network. On our network. I'm very excited about that.
It's Joey Image Week on the Devereaux Sports.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta put away this jerky. I'm gonna eat the whole thing right here under here.
That's all right. All right, let's get into some news notes and whispers around the wrestling world. Joseph, what do we have first on the list?
I think the biggest news of the week, or at least the news that I've seen the most on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, is the Triple H thing. Um, Triple H, the way it's being phrased is Triple H announces his retirement. I mean, if you saw the interview, it wasn't really an announcement. It was just like, oh yeah, as far as in ring wrestling, I'm done. I'm behind the scenes. Blah, blah, blah. It was very like nonchalant, just part of the conversation. Um, which I think a lot of people kind of knew or suspected that, I guess, because he hasn't done much in a while. But then he did reveal that there was plans for him to work a match at Mania next week, and he said once he had this heart issue thing that he had a few months ago, that was scrapped, and now he's just done.
Yeah, if no one haven't seen it, you can probably check it out on YouTube.
Yeah,
It was being broadcasted by it was on
ESPN.
the Stephen A. Smith was doing
Yeah,
the
and it was
interview.
short too. So if you didn't see it and you don't have a lot of time or you don't want to sit there for an hour in front of your TV or whatever, it's only 16 minutes, I think, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Triple H, he did a lot of great things in the business. At the age of 52, I guess some of the symptoms he had, like he had pneumonia, coughing up blood. Apparently, his heart started to fail. They even got the a defibrillator for him as well.
Yeah, it's
And
installed in his chest. It's in his
yeah,
chest now.
and then he mentioned, it wouldn't be right, if he got like zapped on live TV,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
He did
but
say that. It'd be weird if I got like zapped on live television.
yeah,
That guy's legendary, though, man. I mean, he's like NXT used to be his baby until apparently they relieved him of his authority there or something. I don't know. They got rid of most of the guys that he brought in or whatever. But still, I mean, he's legend. Is it what 16-time world champ or something like that, or 14 something like that? I
no,
don't
no, he's
remember.
definitely not. There's only two 16-time world champs
But
that
Cena
has
and
been.
Flair,
Yeah, that's it, as far as I know. Other than that, there's no one else.
he might be like 14
He's
or
up
something.
he's up
And
there, but he's not.
yeah,
Yeah, he's up there with like Orton.
you know
Orton
what's
has a lot.
You know what's funny about what's funny to me about not Triple H, but about this story is that people are on Twitter that are like, it's a 30-year legendary career. No, it's not. So you're telling me 30 years ago when he was in Killer Kowalski's, he was already a legend when he was
Yeah,
when he was
yeah,
terrorizing in WCW, he was already a legend.
yeah. No,
That's definitely
it's
it's
his
not
climb. Yeah,
yeah.
it's his
It's
climb
maybe the
though.
last 10 or 15 or 20 years have been with WWE that's legendary,
And
but I
then
don't
and
think
then
the
and
first
then
10.
legendary and and then legendary, like, also, like, I wouldn't count as, like, okay, he's off TV working, now he's working in the office behind the scenes. I wouldn't consider
Yeah.
that, you know, he's not doing legendary. He's making legendary things where he's helping other people become legends.
You know
So
what I think is cool about you mentioned is he's in the office now. I don't remember where I saw this. There was a picture of his office somewhere in so I like to call myself a wrestling purist. Not I wouldn't say a historian or an enthusiast or whatever, but when I first started watching wrestling, I was growing up. I used to watch obviously WWF, but I watched a lot of NWA, and the NWA is where I wanted to wrestle. Uh, I was 9 years old. I didn't know what the hell it took to get into the business, but if I ever could, I wanted to work for the NWA. Thankfully, I had the opportunity to do that on multiple occasions. But um, it was a picture somewhere online of his office, and above him, like on a shelf, is not the WWE title, not the Intercontinental title, not the tag team, but the NWO World title is on in his office. I think that's so cool because it shows that he, is also a historian purist, whatever you want to call it. He's not. I mean, obviously, he's all about the company now because he works for WWE. But to see that and not the WWE title is really kind of interesting and cool at the same time to me as an NWA fan and as a Triple
yeah,
H fan, I guess.
I like me. I love the classic throwback titles, especially like me. I'm a big tag team mark, so I love tag team belts as well.
Yeah, I was in the locker room once with the actual NWA title belt, and I was like, oh, like I marked out for the belt. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's here, it's here. Like I couldn't touch it. I took a picture of it. Like I wouldn't touch it because I Wasn't my
No.
title.
Yeah.
You know, out of respect for the belt and the champion that held it at the time, which I think was Tim Storm. I didn't touch the title, but I saw it and I was like, this is amazing. I took a picture of it on the table and I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's there's times where I see people posting pictures of championships, and I'm like, and I literally like sit there and I try to zoom in and I try to pick it apart. I'm like, is this a like? Because guys make titles all the time nowadays, and I go look at quality, I look at the design, and like hands down in WWE right now, the best titles they got are the UK titles. I think I love the UK titles. They look so much more prestigious than what the regular
Okay.
WWE titles are.
Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose real quick.
No, you're all right.
Mute myself and kill the camera. I don't even think I know what they look like. Actually, the NXT UK and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love.
I don't even think I know what they look like.
Yeah, it's just they look more prestige.
Yeah.
Than what they got now. And speaking of retirements, there was another gentleman who recently.
This one was a surprise to me.
I
just
know,
heard about this morning.
I was literally just watching him work on the NWA, and he's teaming with JTG as what the hell were they called? Shit, I got a blockage. I can't remember the tag team name.
Time?
Yeah, JTG.
You mean with the name that they used last week? I have no idea.
Yeah, because they were on NWA working as a tag team. So I'm like, what the
I
hell?
saw pictures of I don't know if you know Riley Madison. I had known her for a while, but she like managed him at some independent show last weekend, and I saw a picture of him and her at ringside during the match, like an action shot, whatever. But that was the last I'd heard of him. I didn't know this thing until this morning almost.
I know, me too. Like it was a shocker for me when you sent it to me.
Yeah, I feel like this was just announced like a day or two ago. He said something. Yeah. Anyway, we're talking about I don't know what to call him. Fandango, Johnny Curtis.
Yeah,
Fandango.
I just want to dance. Like when he came out, when he the whole Fandango things started, it took a little bit. The song caught on even more and more.
Yeah.
There was videos of like the New York subway. They're playing.
Oh God, yeah.
And they're all
people were singing it in the subway. People had like on their phones or whatever, like on full volume, and other people around them were dancing to it. It was so I have a video of my buddy Dave doing it in a laundromat, and people are looking at him like, the hell's wrong with that guy? But it's so funny. But I saw the subway thing you're talking about.
Hey, Pat,
by the way, we mean New York Subway, not a Subway sandwich place.
Here's my boy Alan chiming in. What's up, Alan? He's over. He Twitch video. He's on Twitch, video gaming with Fortnite and stuff. So
I need to get back on Twitch regularly. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try to go back to streaming again, man. Like once or twice a week.
And Pat chimed in with this quick question: is Triple H on your Mount Rushmore wrestlers? Now it's only 4. So
yeah, of all time, I would say no.
No, me neither. No, not at all.
Hogan, Flair, Cena, Rock for me.
Yeah, he's one of the great.
Which to me represents like the 4 generations or 4 time periods. So I'm sorry about this. My eye is still all screwed up.
No, it's all right. And it's funny. When you mentioned what you just said about the Mount Rushmore, you mentioned Hogan in there. And speaking of Hogan,
God, wait, let's get back to the Fandango thing really quick.
Okay, yeah.
Not only did he announce retirement, but he deleted his Twitter, which also seems odd. So I guess it's legit. I don't know.
Maybe he just wants some want to just like maybe break away from the business. Maybe he's tired and just wants to live a normal life.
Supposedly his Instagram is still there, but his Twitter is gone. And on his Instagram, he hasn't mentioned the Twitter thing at all, or retirement, or anything. So I don't know what's going on. Man, this is driving me nuts. Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead about the Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, I just found this out today when you sent it to me. Supposedly, Mr. The Immortal One, Hulk Hogan, gives his endorsement to Jinder Mahal, because with the proper push that he may get from whoever, he could be the very next Hulk Hogan. Jinder Mahal becoming the next Hulk Hogan. What do you think about that? Please chime in. We would really like to hear everyone's insight on that, because Jinder Mania will probably be running wild. So.
I'm a Jinder Mahal fan. Like, I dig that guy. I loved him having the title. And part of that's because I'm a heel. I've always been a heel since I started in 2000. People hated it. I love it. If it pisses people off, I like it. But I thought it was good because the thing is, and this always bothers me with fans that think they know what the hell they're talking about. Everybody wants something new, something different, something unexpected, something out of left field they never saw coming. Then when they get it, they complain about it. So this was one of the things. It was the arguments on Twitter were all over the place. Everybody wanted something new, a new face at the top. Someone that hadn't been there before, something that they didn't expect. They gave the title. Sorry, Jinder Mahal won the title, and then everyone went, "Oh no, no, no! We want someone new, but not him. No, not him." Dude, I thought it was awesome, and he was jacked. Like he was
after he came
was
back
on he was on somebody's podcast. It might have been like, who the hell's Steve Austin? Maybe he was on some podcast where he ran down his daily workout and supplements and food and diet regime, and everything was like I could never do that. I could already be in the shape that he's in and still not be able to do it.
I'm waiting for Heath Slater to get jacked and come back and become world champion, because it happened with Drew McIntyre. He went out, he got repackaged, he got jacked, he came back world champion. Jinder left, got jacked, came back world champion. We're only waiting for Heath Slater, and then we got 3MB as all champions. That'd be great. That's the only thing missing. But
who was the other? Oh,
McIntyre. Besides, he has kids anyway, so he has to get the title. He needs the money. Great dude though, awesome dude. I met him. He's a really cool guy to talk to.
Oh, Jinder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean not Jinder. Heath. I was saying.
I've never met either one of them. But I don't know about the new Hulk Hogan though. I don't know about Jinder Mahal being the new Hulk Hogan.
What if I was gonna say, what if this report came out as Hogan gave his praise to Veer?
To who?
Veer, that haven't made his debut yet. Nothing but
oh, really? Yeah. He's still not there? I mean, I haven't watched Raw in months.
Well, supposedly he's supposed to make his debut. They already announced it. I forget what day it was. It could have been Monday or whatever he's supposed to come out. I don't know. I can't remember.
I haven't seen. I don't
just the vignettes alone. Just keep bringing the vignettes, and I'll be happy. That's all. Don't bring the guy in. Just vignettes.
Yeah, he did. Oh my God! Did you see the video of him at some? I don't know. It was a bar or something. Of him.
He was screaming on the.
It's time to go home. Yeah. What was that? That was the weirdest thing.
Get the hell out of here! They want to close up. That kind of shit.
That's what he said. Get out of here! They want to close. It's time to go home. What the hell was that? And how was that recent, or like that was the strangest thing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the guy's last name. Veer something with an M.
Whatever.
Mama, whatever.
Yeah. Let's roll on over to a good friend of ours who recently he made history yesterday.
Did he make headlines?
I would say it's headlines.
Yeah.
I would say so for sure. Do you want to break into it, or what the hell?
You can go ahead. I brought up the last couple topics.
Well, yesterday I was trying to simultaneously watch the live show where I was at, because I had it on my monitor in the back, but then I pulled up a live stream on IWTV, and just so happens, as I was at Pro Wrestling Magic, ECWA was doing their Super 8 tournament, and there was a couple faces we got to see on there, and the Pro Wrestling Magic world champion was in this tournament, Mr. Darius Carter. He had to go through 3 tough opponents to become your Super 8 champion.
Yes,
In
and
round
he did
one,
so.
in round 1, he took on the legendary
Speaking
Hall
of
of
legends,
Famer. Yes. One half of the Rock and Roll Express, Mr. Ricky Morton. In round 2, he took on Travis Huckabee. And in the finals, he took on the person that he beat for the Pro Wrestling Magic championship, Erica Lee. And
yeah,
you know that was a barn burner, because when Erica Lee's out there, she gives it all. She doesn't hold back. But Darius Carter, he walked away as your new 2022 Super 8 champion.
yep, and he also wrestled on the Pro Wrestling Magic broadcast,
At the same time.
which I don't know if that was I don't remember if it was before all the fans were there or if they asked everyone to leave so they could do the empty arena match and then brought everyone back.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but yeah.
Well, I wasn't there. I couldn't make it last night.
Yeah, so the empty arena match was pre-recorded. It was supposed to air on IWTV. They had a couple of hiccups, but we're waiting for the replay to come back up to get added to the feed, so you can go back and watch not one but both shows that Darius on at the same time, as well as you can watch Erica Lee.
He's like only like the third guy in history to do that. It was Rick Rude when he was
Rick
on
Rude.
SmackDown. I mean, sorry, Raw and Nitro at the same time.
Yeah.
There was a girl who worked. I don't remember her name now. I feel bad, but she did AEW. This was only like 3-4 weeks ago. She did AEW and was at the same time in a pre-record or in a backstage segment on SmackDown the same night and on Rampage. And now Darius.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Props to Darius Carter. That guy deserves the world. One of the absolute best workers and talkers and wrestlers. A lot of fans that think they're smart don't know that a worker and a wrestler can be two different things. Darius is the best of both, best of all three, I should say. Worker, wrestler, talker, and he deserves it, man. That's awesome. I didn't know. I forgot all about the Super 8. I watched a little bit of it last night on IWTV, and then when I woke up this morning, there was an article I saw on Twitter saying HWA whatever Super 8 results, and I looked it up and I remembered. Oh yeah, Darius was in. It actually was Darius that had retweeted the article. I didn't pick that up until afterwards, and then I'm like, yeah, Darius was on this. So I went through. I went right to the bottom of it, and it said, winner is blah blah. I'm like, this is amazing. Props to you, Darius. I love you, man. That guy's great.
Yeah, it's funny what you said about the difference between wrestlers and workers. I see a lot of young kids in locker rooms. They walk around with their chest pumped up, think they're God's gift since they just, since they were in wrestling school and they got a pair of boots or whatever, if they have a pair of boots or kick pads, whatever. Yeah. And I said, so you must think you're a great wrestler. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm not bragging. I'm like, hey, that's good. You're not bragging. So, but the way you strut around here, like, it's okay. You be that wrestler. I may not be working, but I'm a worker.
Yeah.
I'm like, and they look at me like, kid, there's a difference.
Workers are more important. Anybody can learn how to do a move.
Yeah. For us being negative here, let's keep it moving. we got like
hey, I don't mind being the heel of the show, like I said.
That's right.
I might start a YouTube series of just like little lessons here and there, like worker versus wrestler, for example, something like that.
There you go.
We'll see.
It works out. Yeah, we got a couple little tidbits here.
Oh man. So anyway, so Darius Carter, and by the way, it was 26th ECWA Super 8 tournament.
Good thing you got your other screen pulled up over there. I'm working with multiple screens myself, but since it's only me here, and I really woke up speechless of what the hell am I gonna talk about? I'm glad I got a good tag team partner in Joey Image. We are since Phil Stamper is the president of wrestling, which is everywhere. Me and Joey Image are the governors of pro wrestling. Govs, grumpy old vets. He's the
Yep.
gov. He's the gov of New Jersey. I'm the gov of Pennsylvania. So yes, we just need a couple other govs from like New York, Delaware, and whoever else. That's what we gotta do. We got to find out who's the governor and vet of each state for
Well,
wrestling.
Phil's Maryland, but he's the president, so he doesn't count.
Yeah, Phil don't count. He's
I
president.
guess he can't be governor. Yeah.
I like to know who his VP is though. But
VP Vice Phil
yeah, Vice
or
Phil.
Vice President.
Yeah, his Vice Phil.
Oh man! All right.
Now let's jump over to some news you sent to me, which I already had it listed prior with some other tidbits added on. But you chimed out to me about the Briscoes.
Yeah, a match that a lot of people have been waiting for, and whatever happened, Briscoes are not to be signed by AEW, so they're doing this. So the funny thing is, the loophole is Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor now, and he's like, okay, so and so from the network TNT, whatever it was, TBS, didn't want to put the Briscoes on there because of stuff that one of them said 9 years ago, I believe it was. So Tony Khan's like, okay, well, I now own this other company that's super popular that they are known for and synonymous with anyway, so I'll put them there.
And they're the tag team champions already over there anyway. So
right.
It's like
so we're gonna get the Briscoes against FTR,
which FTR is the Lucha Libre AAA tag team champions.
Mm-hmm. And we're getting those guys together at Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. On April Fool's Day, Friday, April 1st, which is this coming Friday, I think it's in Dallas because I think they're chasing Mania, which is like
it's going to be in Texas. Yeah,
the phrase I've seen the last couple of years. Anytime WrestleMania announces where they're going to be, a million companies suddenly book around there, and I've heard the term chasing Mania, which to me makes those companies not look good. But on the other hand, I get it.
I guess because here's the thing, a lot of fans from not just in that area but from around the world travel to that area.
Right, I get that. That's why it's a good thing. But in the same vein, it almost, to me, and again, I'm the heel of the show, so people can disagree with me if they want, call me an idiot, but the people that I had a Twitter conversation with about this a couple years ago were chasing Mania, where that phrase came from. The point was made that if those companies were doing so great, they would be able to draw crowds in their own home area, not have to go and book to where WrestleMania is that year. I also understand that also makes sense to me.
Yeah, I just think with that large crowds who are not familiar with what's going on in their area, some of those people come in for like the whole week.
Yeah,
and plus not just for that weekend. They come in, stay, and then they got all these other shows going on. They bring, like, they have the money saved up to come where they can spend the time in the hotel or whatever and go see all these shows and see new wrestlers from different areas. And
that's the thing. And given the fact that WrestleMania is only doing stadiums the last 20 years or whatever, you're going to have, if you book 1,000-seat venue for your independent show and you got 90,000 people in town that weekend to see WrestleMania, the odds of sellouts are every single show should be sold out. There should be no independent show that's not sold out.
It's like Mania weekend for indies surrounded by Mania is like a convention. It's like networking. Yeah. It's like you're getting the smaller companies network around the bigger one just so they can get eyes on them.
Yeah, I mean, again, I get why they do it. Yeah. It's just that there isn't kind of a negative connotation I've heard about it too. But I also think that anyone running an independent show in that area during WrestleMania weekend or whatever, or the prior week, they should not only have their show at whatever venue, but if they can rent out a venue next to it or some kind of VFW hall, Nets Club, whatever like that, and just have a screen showing it and sell discounted tickets. If my front row tickets are $25 or $25 for my independent show, in this venue, then I'm going to have a big screen showing it over here, even if it's at a movie theater and you pipe in the video feed somehow. Yeah. I'm going to have $15 or $10 tickets over here to show it here.
You
so
get a
people-
drive-in. You get a drive-in
yeah,
with a
right.
screen with a big
So-
projector and
so
a
n-
DJ sound system playing the,
so that's
playing the
right.
audio.
So the audio, right? So not only do I have a sold out venue, I also have another potential sold out venue. So you're doubling your money, man. You're getting back double what you put out if you do it. If you book it right, you're getting a sold out venue here. Plus, hey, maybe I can sell another 1,000 people to come and just watch this thing on a screen, for a discounted rate or whatever.
Yeah, and going off of that with the whole
I don't know what the other matches were
Well,
going to be though. I know you mentioned.
well,
a couple before.
I have stuff written down here. But anyway, going off of that incident, it was Warner Media that was against them.
Right.
And since then, the Briscoes have apologized for the Twitter comment.
Yeah, that was a while ago too. That they
yeah.
apologize. I think.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah. But also I have noted that the Briscoes, and I mentioned that they are the current tag team champions. They did beat OGK, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett for the belts as well. And on the road from when Ring of Honor stopped running till this upcoming show, the Briscoes have successfully won the House of Glory Tag Team Championships, and as well the recent NWA Crockett Cup.
Yeah, I didn't see all that yet, but I need to
No,
watch
me
it.
neither. It's it was a 2-night event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to go back and watch that because it was so long I couldn't watch it myself. Yeah, between catching up with that and the Super 8, like, I'm gonna have my hands full.
You know what's interesting about this Ring of Honor show, just in general, when they made their announcement in whatever it was, September, October, that they're done for a while, everyone thought it was over, right? They got rid of every contract, anything that they had, everything was, the only thing it was at the time was the name and the tape library, which is what Tony Khan acquired. But the interesting thing to me, see, I wonder. So this was announced on TV, whatever, 3-4 weeks ago when he came out and said, "I now own Ring of Honor." Blah 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 blah. And Shane McMahon's not here, which I thought was a stupid comment to make anyway. But whatever.
Well, he didn't initially go say Shane McMahon. He just said Shane.
Yeah,
and
Shane's not here.
Everyone knew where
But
he
I
was
think-
going with that.
Right, but I don't know. My issue with that is that they reference or mention WWE every single event they do. They need to get over it and move on. Number one doesn't have to acknowledge number two, but they won't shut up about WWE, how big marks they are. Anyway, that's a whole nother show. But what I think is interesting is that supposedly this whole deal came together recently when he announced on television. But in November or whenever it was, October, when they said we're done for a while, they actually said in their press release, we'll be back in April of 2022. We're going to take the first 4 months off. Right. So now April 1st is their first event back. So was this Tony Khan thing? Was this a whole thing back then? Like, were they already in talks in
obviously,
September, October?
you have to think about it.
But I mean, is that what happened, or did they actually just plan on coming back in April, coincidentally, and then and Tony Khan was like, you know what, I'll buy it and I'll start up in April.
Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes. That's been in talks for like months, maybe a whole year. That
yeah, it's just that
others
this
that are
thing,
not aware of.
It's just this thing specifically. It was supposedly such a big, a new thing and a big surprise.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, maybe they were talking months ago and just nobody knew about it.
Now, some of the other matches they have listed that I have. They announced world champion Jonathan Gresham taking on Bandito, Alex Zane versus Swerve Strickland, Jay Lethal taking on Moriarty. For the pure title, Wheeler Yuta taking on Josh Woods, and also to appear would be.
I did see that.
Also to appear would be Joe Hendry and Ninja Mac. Now, with them bringing certain people back, you gotta think: are there certain ROH guys that were released that are gonna come back? I'm gonna throw a couple names out there that probably will return. They're probably going to bring back, hands down, Rhett Titus. most likely.
He's gotta come back. I
Yeah,
mean, he's
yeah.
still a
Him,
champion there.
PCO, Tony Deppen. Um, and I would love to see Dan Moff back there too as well, because he signed, and then next thing you know, like okay, now he's not, like, what the hell. It's like some of the guys who get started in ROH like during the last year, and then all of a sudden this stuff happens, then they lose their contract. Like, what the hell? They gave like they just signed. So uh but yeah, there and then there's a lot of talent who didn't work with ROH, who they got their eyes on through AEW. I'm thinking some of the guys who worked on AEW, probably like the dark matches and stuff like that, they might have their eye, maybe transcend them over to the ROH brand. So some of the guys they got their eyes on.
I was thinking, you think we're going to see ROH alumni show up there, like Punk and Cabana, maybe at some point?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see the American Dragon over there.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna see. We're definitely gonna see Punk there.
And are they going to run it as two separate companies, or is it going to? I mean, because if it's the same roster going back and forth to each company, then there's no different. Then it's no different than what we're seeing right now. Just AEW. Like, I would rather it be run as two completely separate companies, not interact with each other.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, do guest appearances at some point. Have a Punk come over from AEW and do an ROH thing or whatever. But in the general scheme of like the regular everyday events or every weekend, whatever the hell you call it, I would like to see two separate rosters kept separately.
I would like to see. This is just me. People might hate me for it. I would like to see Punk go full time over at ROH and work behind the scenes creatively or be on screen, whatever.
Yeah, let them open up their school again.
Go like old school ROH type, have that vibe, but with the new age edge of talent and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like bring it back to what like some of the older storylines they had that really stood out, that made people hungry. They want to see ROH, like that type of shit. And I think Punk's the man to do it. He has a mindset for storytelling, as far as like, he sat underneath the tree. He learned just like everyone else of like who to listen to, ideas and stuff like that. And he's so creative. I think he would be a huge asset, of not just by his name alone, just from bringing some fresh ideas that maybe got lost in the shuffle, that people don't see anymore of in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So and that'd be great. Like for like guys like him and American Dragon, they don't really need to be in AEW. The fans want to see him there. But what if you take their exposure, of their status, put it back in ROH, for the crowd out there in the world who doesn't know about ROH still, help build ROH up that way. Even though Khan owns both companies,
yeah,
it'll be like he's going head to head with his own products. Like
I would also like to see what Pat just said. I mentioned this on Twitter. With ROH, like the NXT, like that'll be their kind of developmental deal.
I do want to say good job, because I was about to click it and you already hit it. So like, cool.
I figured it out.
Sweet.
So yeah, I mentioned this on Twitter too a few weeks ago. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. And again, like you said, put Punk there. Let Punk do the AEW, the big shows or whatever, if they want him to. But put him there. Let him train guys. Let him work with younger guys. Let him work with guys that have been training for 9, 10, 12 months or whatever. Put him on, even if they do dark ROH stuff, put him on there, and then let him develop those guys from there. And then when they're good enough, or they think they're good enough, or well, Tony Khan thinks everyone's good enough, so I'm not going to say that. But put them on AEW TV. Let ROH be the breeding ground, the training ground for this next freaking generation of guys. Sometimes I slip out an F-bomb, and I don't mean it.
It's good. Now, if from what you said just now, if it goes that route, open up the school, Punk does his thing. One guy I think deserves to. He was already a student of Punk's, regardless. Back in the day, I love the dude. He, I think he just needs to brush up a little bit on some stuff here and there.
Uh-oh.
But what do you mean? I,
Oh,
I, I, I think,
I'm wondering who the hell you're talking about.
I think, if he gets back in with Punk under that learning tree and repackages himself, which he been repackaging himself as within the last year or so. He been stepping up his game. But if he can take that extra step forward, if let's say Punk goes this route of doing the whole school thing, our man, our friend of ours,
Oh.
uh Matt Turner.
Okay, I didn't know where you were. I had no idea what the hell you were gonna, who you were gonna say right there. I had no
Yeah.
clue.
Yeah, Matt Turner is one of the first students of our of Punk down at ROH, and and until this day he still goes off of lessons he learned. I get on Turner shit not often, but when I do, I see where he's slipping and I pull him to the side. Me and him, he asked me, he asked me to watch his match. I tell him, hey, look, you're doing this, you're doing that. I'm like, you
Yeah.
were you were this before, but now you're starting to slip a little bit. You're starting to fall off the tracks. You need to get yourself back on your path again, because sometimes it happens. We let ourselves slip, like whether it's like in the gym, you're starting to gain weight. Oh man, I got to get back in, or you have to get your skill level back up of what you do in the ring too as well. So I always critique him out of love. I'm like, dude, you're one of my favorite guys to be around, this and that. I don't want to see you start slacking off. So
Yeah.
I get on his shit from time to time, like, dude, you gotta do this, that. And he appreciates it. And I appreciate the hard work he puts in to entertain everyone. So
He's a good kid. He's got
oh,
potential, that kid.
yeah, he got something, all right, that kid. I don't know. Yeah. Um But yeah, that's gonna be a fun filled weekend. Like I said, we're not talking about no WrestleMania stuff really. It's that
Yeah,
was
we're gonna save all that
all
for
rich.
Thursday.
And I was mentioning I was at Pro Wrestling Magic last night, and we were saying, you were mentioning about how multiple people appeared on two different broadcasts. We mentioned Darius Carter with the over there at Super 8 and Empty Arena, but another young lady appeared on two broadcasts as well, Erica Lee. And apparently Erica Lee took on Jordan Blade for the women's championship last night. But here's the curveball. It wasn't Erica Lee. It was being played by Jay George. It was a Jay George production. He was trying to get the fans one of his greatest it's one of his greatest roles to achieve in pro wrestling, because he is an artist of the ring. So he gave the fans what they wanted. He felt the fans wanted to see Erica Lee, so he brought her in spirit. I just wish he was wearing her gear. If he had her gear, it probably would have helped out a little bit. But it is what it is. He lost to Jordan Blade. Jordan Blade retained the championship at PWM. And this event was dubbed Haas Mountain. And you can see this on IWTV. You can catch the replay once it's up. We seen some debuts, some returns. I'm just gonna run through this real quick. I'm not gonna go through it all because like I said, you wasn't there with me.
No,
And a
I'm
lot
sorry. I usually am
and
there every month, but just had too much stuff to get finished yesterday and couldn't. Just needed the time.
and for a lot of fans out there who would like to know more about Pro Wrestling Magic, you can go to IWTV, use promo code MAGIC, and it's only right now it's only like $100 for the year. So you can't beat it. You get a whole host of wrestling from all over. But yeah, we got to see a debut of this young kid from out of Bronx, New York, the infamous Darren Richardson. First time seeing this kid. High flyer, Uh, he's a city kid. You could tell from his look, his attitude. He was a kid that was raised in the streets, and just so happens he liked the world of professional wrestling, got into it, and this kid could fly, really, and he impressed, and he picked up the victory on his debut. A couple of other matches previously we got to see for another company for Invictus. We got to see a matchup between Gabriel Sky and Ken Broadway. Over there,
I
Ken
saw
Broadway,
part of it. I saw I saw Ken Broadway's entrance 6 times.
yeah,
That's all I saw about the match. The thing kept skipping. Eventually, it was funny because I had sent you a message saying, "Hey, the stream looks okay now," and then like an hour later, Pro Wrestling Magic tweeted, "Sorry, the stream is unwatchable right now. Too many technical issues. We'll put up the replay." I'm like, "Man, it was just going fine."
uh, yeah. So this was the third encounter between the two. Broadway picked up the victory at Invictus, their last previous match. But this here, Gabriel Sky, it was in the same venue, so a lot of fans who were probably at Invictus were here for Magic, and the crowd was back and forth, didn't know who to cheer for. It was like it was parted down like the Red Sea. It was parted down the middle. But Gabriel Sky picked up the victory, and let me see here. We got to see. Speaking of an ROH guy, we got to see Rhett Titus in a non-title match against Vinny Pacifico.
I wish I got to talk to Rhett Titus. I haven't seen him in a while, and he's a real good dude. We haven't shared a locker room since like 2011, so I would like to talk to him and see him. Hopefully, we can get him on here at some point.
It's funny. There's a lot of us that go back with a lot of these talents that are whether they're mainstream talent or they're semi-main. As far as like I'm gonna say ROH is like what, semi-main, I guess you would say. It's like semi-pro football. You know, you're not the main pro teams like AEW and WWE and stuff like that.
Well, now it might be like number 3 or something.
Well, there's that. There's Impact. There's whatever else. And then for us on the,
I forgot about that.
And then first on the indies, depends on what indie status you have. Don't think I have like double A and single A or the company's just starting up from like someone's backyard. They're like what, little league? They're like the little league or whatever. I don't know what to call them. But anyway, I guess there's, you know what, we got to come up with that. We got to come up with different tiers in wrestling of like you know, major league, triple A, that kind of stuff, double A, like baseball and shit.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll come up with something. I will definitely do that, and that I'm gonna have fun with that because I think some companies might hate me for whatever category I put them in. Oh, well, we're great, man. We should be in this category. Nah, dude, you're in the minors, dude. You're way down there.
Yeah.
But anyway, also, in a Pure Rules match, this was very interesting for me to see. Steve Off took on a world famous CB, for others known him as Cheeseburger. Steve Off won. He picked up the victory in a Pure Rules match.
Hey, was Hot Dog there last night or no?
No.
Oh, so they replaced the hot dog with a cheeseburger.
Yes, they did.
It's a very suitable replacement. I might add. Cheeseburgers are better, but I love hot dogs too.
We got to. You know what? I heard they worked before as a team as well. I'm not sure if they worked against each. I'm not sure if they worked against each other, but I'm about to look it up. It might have been interesting. But Steve Off, after he picked up the victory, he got to celebrate in the ring with his son. Yeah, that was an awesome moment. And then he was also on the mic. He issued a challenge out there to his former partner, Alex Ryman, who's just returning from Germany for like what, a month or so. He was out there doing his.
He just came back, right, or no?
I guess, yeah.
I think he was out there for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, well,
if he didn't just come back, he's coming back like this week or something, because he was talking about it like yesterday, I think it was, or Friday on Facebook. He's like, the first thing I'm going to do when I get back to Jersey is get a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. I was very excited to see that.
Yeah, so he put the issue out like, yo, let's do this AMS style, American Murder Society style, them going head to head. Will Alex accept? You're just gonna have to head over to Pro Wrestling Magic to find out. Check them out. Tag team champions Death Row, Bruno and John Tella defended their tag team title against a team known as Project Mayhem, which is Smiley and his partner. Oh my god, I am stuck on stupid right now. I don't have his partner's name down. Oh, he's gonna hate me. He's gonna kill me for this. He's gonna throw Trixie's gonna throw another one of my mics.
Oh, I don't remember either.
Yeah, I'm horrible right now. But yeah, they defended the titles victoriously. Two big guys beat the piss out of them in the beginning, early on in the match. We had a little scare there. Looked like Smiley was hurt. We're waiting for the referees to throw up the X. Trixie comes in, low ball shots. John Teller. Bruno's like, what the hell? Smiley jumps back up off his feet like nothing ever happened, and they went to town on Bruno. Then they capitalized on Bruno. So, but still, Death Row walks away. Still, your Pro Wrestling Magic Tag Team Champions. Donovan, the Junior Heavyweight Championship, defended his title in a surprisingly triple threat match. It was supposed to be 1-on-1, but his opponent did not make it. I believe it was Dante Leon supposed to be his opponent, but we had two surprises. We got Too Hot Steve Scott.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
He was a surprise number one.
Again, the stream had gone down by this point, so I didn't get to see the rest of the event.
And another ROH affiliate, Eli Isom. I think I pronounced his last name right. ISOM. Isom.
Right.
Isom?
Yep.
Yeah, I like.
Isom.
I'm bad, but I know it's Eli. But yeah, I met the kid back some years ago at a Lucha Libre show. Like real Mexicans came from Mexico up here to Pennsylvania, and they put and they had American Town on too, but they were mainly showcasing. It was 3L. It was called Lucha Libre Live, and they had a lot of talent. Dude, this kid grew so much, and this is one of the matches. Need to go back and watch the replay because Donovan, hands down, I think he's going to be a long-lasting junior heavyweight champion. I
like that guy a lot, Mike Donovan. He's a real good. I mean, sorry, it's not Mike anymore. It's just Donovan now.
Yeah,
he's still Mike Donovan on my Facebook though. My friends.
He's a Brooklyn outlaw.
He's a real good dude. He's a real good dude, and he's a
Don't
hell
hype
of
him
a
up like that.
He's a hell of a worker and a wrestler, and I know he's a scumbag sometimes.
Yeah, fucking scumbag. We can't stand these guys. Scumbags. No, but yeah, I think he's gonna be the junior heavyweight champ for a long time, and hands down, I think he's gonna be a good contender to take the actual main championship soon as well. But
I can see that.
And in the semi-main event, because the main event was pre-taped, which was in an empty arena match. Well, let me just plug the empty arena match real quick. Did Darius Carter beat Sebastian Cage in a pre-taped empty arena match, though? So you can go back, watch it, see how it all planned out. Who knows? I didn't get to see it, so I don't know what went down in this empty arena match or what kind of like
you didn't see it because they asked everyone to leave, right? I mean, you can't have an empty arena if you let everyone stay.
But still, what kind of shenanigans happened during the empty arena? What did they use and stuff like that? So I
would very much like to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. But in the semi-main, it was the ultimate Haas fight with Dan Moff taking on and I spoke to this man last night. I have it on my notes written down as Adam Kerr, but I think he's just only gonna go by Kerr. That's it. Because
is he working for WWE now, or he can have a first name?
I don't know, but I think he's just gonna go by Kerr. And when Shane Fear introduced this match here, I guess he wanted the kids to cover their ears. This wasn't going to be PG, and he was dropping F bombs
Yeah.
galore for Dan Moff. It was funny as hell. These two big behemoths beat the living piss out of each other. It wasn't even funny. For those who don't know these two guys, yo, Moff, as big as it does, a torpedo through the ropes, taking out Kerr. Kerr, you get to see Moff sitting on a chair, high cross body while he's on the chairs out in the crowd. I see one guy got hit with a table. They're back in the ring. There's stuff like they're chopping the shit out of each other. Moff's like loving it in the corner. He's like, I effing love this stuff. He was edging Kerr to keep bringing it and bringing it and bringing it. Hey, Flex, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
From
Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. So Moff and Kerr top rope. You know what? I don't even know if I should spoil it though, because this is one of those matches you
gotta
know,
go back and see it.
Yeah, and then there was a surprise at the end. Do I really want? There was a surprise. There was a third party that interjected themselves to as well. Let's just say this match didn't end well for Moff and Kerr at all because of this third individual. So you know what? I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag because, like I said, I didn't highlight the whole card.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Just let people go back and watch it.
Yeah,
I don't know who you're talking about either. So
yeah, yeah, you just gotta go back and watch. I'm not spoiling it all. Like I said, even though the results and stuff are pretty much out there and stuff, but yeah, IWTV promo code Magic. Log on. It's like $100 a year. You won't be disappointed. You get to see broadcasts from all over. Flex saying always looking to see my guys. Thank you, Flex. You know what? Let's get the camera a nice so I can get a screenshot. Joey, let's smile for the camera. Okay, that's our screenshot moment. I'm gonna screenshot that. So
wait, hold on.
What?
Now do it with that awesome
okay,
message on there.
All right, so we look professional now.
With that great message on it. Thank you, Flex.
Yeah, thank you, Flex. You're going on to one of our screenshots, and we're gonna post that then for everyone to see. Yeah, so it was an all right weekend of wrestling all around, especially for a lot of the guys we know. Making
this. Look at not that.
Wait.
I feel good seeing guys that are more gray than I do. This is all I have is gray now, man. I don't know. It's this business.
You know what? He doesn't grow his out like us though. So and then I think and they say black don't crack. So and he probably uses just for men too. So he's trying to hide it.
I used to use it once a month.
So he looks way younger than us. I'm jealous right now. I'm like,
you know what?
I hate him for coming on right now.
It's the business. It's the business that did this to me. December 19th, I hit my 22-year mark in the wrestling business. I started in December 19th, 1999. It was my first time I ever stepped foot in the business, and this has happened. So Just for Men made a lot of money off of me. I still have like a bunch of them I just haven't used.
Thank you. You know what? We got I'm gonna put it out there. I know he doesn't watch the product as much. I would like to put the offer out there to Flex from the Great White North to not become one of our regular analysts, only because, like I said, he doesn't watch the product at what it is. If we get some news and stuff, we can send it out to him and stuff like that. That way he can read up, and then he can jump in our conversation to give his feedback of his knowledge of experience and stuff of how the business is. So if he's up to it, I would love to have him on multiple different shows as a guest analyst, from time to time to chime in. Hey, you know what? that offer goes out to a bunch of other talent out there of wrestlers. If you think you like to come on and just shoot the breeze, just just if you're not doing anything, you have your cup of coffee in the morning time, whatever. You're not doing anything on a Sunday morning. Whether I'm sure a lot of you go to church, unlike us, we should be more. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. If anyone wants to jump in and just hang out
Hey,
and just
when I was a kid, I was an altar boy for 9 years. Okay, I paid my dues. I'm good.
sorry,
I'm
yeah.
good. I'm already going. I'm already going up when I'm gone. I'm floating right up. So I'm good. I know where I'm going. Some
But
people are up or down. I don't know, but I'm guaranteed to shoot up there.
he's saying no just for men. Hey, I
I got out of the
got
business before the gray.
uh, but yeah, the offer is going out to not just Flex, but to a bunch of other wrestlers out there. But we gotta like you though. That's the thing. We're not gonna put anyone on here. We have to actually genuinely like you.
Yeah.
You have to be a good person. That we have a good talking relationship with, because anybody can say, hey, just like the podcast world, anyone can have a podcast. And like what's this? He says, I cannot watch the product, guys. I would just ask questions and give honest commentary. Hey, it works. Yeah,
I
yeah.
am
Well,
becoming that old man myself. I am Flex. I'm happy to join you, man. I'm
I'm,
becoming
I'm
that old man myself.
yeah, I'm there too. I'm right there too. Where I the product's on every day, but I don't like really watch. I'm like, it's mainly I like to chime into like the articles that pops up and give our insight on what we think, and that's what we're asking for you, Flex, because I know you don't watch the product. It's just we just like to see what, like, with some of the articles and stuff that come out. You just read over it and then pop in and give us your 2 cents.
Speaking of
So,
articles, I just want to throw out two little news tidbits before we get out of here. I know we've been going a little over an hour now. These are nothing big, just things I found that I thought was cool. Today, The Undertaker is driving a car for NASCAR in today's race in, I forget where. Is it in Texas? Uh, yeah, the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix NASCAR Cup Series race. Undertaker is driving a pace car for NASCAR today. I think that's cool.
that's
Uh,
awesome.
I
He
don't know
goes,
how
oh,
good he's when his eyes roll back. I don't know if he's in a crash or what, but you get the joke.
he's gonna go old school on the hood of the car, and
So I thought that was kind of cool. And then the other thing that I saw yesterday was that I know Cody Rhodes supposedly is already signed with WWE, but he's working on his own independent documentary about his father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. So I'm looking forward to that.
oh, that's
That's
cool.
supposedly going to be, well, of course, everything is going to be great, but that's
It's
going to
probably gonna
be
be more in depth than what
than
things
what
like
WWE
WWE.
would allow. And
Yeah,
right, and that's the thing. Supposedly he started working on this before he re-signed or signed to return with WWE, so they don't have any say in it or any licensing or ownership or whatever over it. So it's all his project, his idea, whatever. So I'm looking forward to that too.
all right. And Flex just mentioned he would like to do an old school segment if we start doing them.
That would be awesome.
Speaking of old school segment, then if that's the case,
Wait,
uh
Flex, do you have a Roku? Do you know what a Roku is? Do you have one? Chio, you got a Roku, right or no?
yeah, I
So
know it's that old school wrestling site
yeah,
on there.
it's called Rasslin, Rasslin. If you got a Roku, and this is for everybody, not just Flex and Chio, myself. If you have a Roku, add the channel Rasslin, Rasslin. Basically, what it does is, like, if you go to Apple Music, right, and you hit shuffle, any song comes up, it doesn't matter, right? If you go to Apple's library, I mean, not your own personal library, but if you go to the Wrestling channel on Roku, uh, it loads up. It says loading your wrestling match, whatever, and it shows a random match from they start from the 30s up until like the mid 2000s, I think. Once WWE started cracking down on copyright stuff, then they don't have much stuff after that. But if you hit, like, say you're watching something that sucks or whatever, you don't like it, you hit next, and it just goes to another random match. So, I mean, in an hour, you can watch, whatever, an hour long match from the 40s, or you can see whatever, a 20-minute nothing from the early 2000s. I mean, it's every company that's ever put anything out that's released. It's all over. It's all over the wrestling world. It's all over time between, again, all those decades, the 30s up to the mid 2000s. There's a ton of stuff on there. I love watching, or early 2000s, I should say. I forget we're in 2022 now. For some reason, I thought it was 2018 right now. I don't know what happened, but yeah, there's so much cool stuff on there. I love just kicking back with a beer and watching like 2 or 3 hours of that. I used to do it. I used to do a what do you call it? A Twitch show on Wednesday nights called Wrestling on Roku, and I would just hit whatever random match and do my own commentary over it. And I had a chat room with people all talking about it. I may actually bring that back at some point.
Oh, that
But
sounds interesting.
yeah, but it was cool, man. It's such a cool channel, and check it out again. Wrestling on Roku, RASSLAN. Grab that channel, watch random stuff. It's awesome. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's cool. And I was saying about if he wants to come in and do old school, I can probably get a hold of his old tag team partner from back in the day, Jeff Gripley, to come in, sit here at the table with me since he's local. That'd be pretty cool to have them both on screen talking old school wrestling.
I'm gonna give you a quick example.
Okay.
Right? So I'm trying to hold this camera steady. So right there is the wrestling channel. See it? So once you hit that, there we go. Oh, they have a wrestling.tv. I didn't even know about that. So then the little thing spins in the middle, and it just comes up with a random. Oh
wow! Look at that.
My volume's all the way down. But hang on. Oops.
Freebirds.
The volume is very low. Well, it also depends on how a lot of this stuff was recorded. And then again, if you hit next, it just goes to another random. There are some. Look at this, dude.
Oh my God.
Southwest Championship Wrestling from the 80s. I mean, there's so much random
dude,
stuff.
Now I want to go upstairs and watch this now. Like
it's
like,
look at this, is amazing.
Pez Watley.
Worldwide Wrestling.
Holy shit. Flashbacks.
It's such a cool, it's one of my favorite Roku channels. I mean, again, it depends on how the stuff is recorded or was recorded back then. Some of it's very, very low in volume and hard to hear, but it's so cool. I love that channel. And again, if anyone's got that and likes or old school stuff or is just not happy with a lot of the current stuff, check that out. There's so much old school cool on there, man.
It's about times that we're about to head up out of here, Joe, because we said we were going to go an hour. It's an hour and 17 now. We're just shooting the shit, having fun.
Yeah.
And one of the things we talked about, I just want to put it out there for everyone, that our Thursday night slam shows, we are possibly looking to start having them as pre-recorded shows because of the scheduling of talent to interview. A lot of times it doesn't work out for everyone because of whether it be time zones or sometimes whatever commitments they have. So we're probably going to start doing pre-recorded shows and then broadcast them later on our Thursday nights. So please don't hate us for that, but we're trying to bring you content the best that we can, and we're trying to provide whatever convenience for our guest would be.
Yeah.
So with that being
speaking of that, real quick plugs again, just one more time. This Thursday, it is this Thursday, right? Oh no, this
coming Thursday for us.
Jesus Christmas. I don't even know what's going on right now. Yeah, sorry. This coming Thursday. Wednesday I'll be at a concert, so I won't be online. Yeah, Thursday night, 8 p.m. our time. Actually, he's on the East Coast, so it's 8 p.m. his time too. Former WWE referee Jimmy Corderas, good friend of mine, will be on our show to talk WrestleMania, go down the card, predictions, whatever he wants to talk about. Wednesday night, Combat Misfits, another good friend of mine, Nate Rock Quarry from UFC, also known from The Ultimate Fighter, the comic book world. Again, he wrote a comic book. Zombie Cage Fighter. There's a really cool picture of us somewhere on my Twitter. Him and I had breakfast together in September when my wife and I were in Oregon. But he'll be on Combat Misfits 6 p.m. Eastern 3 p.m. Pacific for him. So thank you, Nate, for doing that, by the way. Thank you very much, sir. I already spoke to him through text, but want to publicly thank him for doing that show. So, again, that's Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come and check out us and Jimmy Corderas. And I don't know what else. And Sinister Jerky. Check out sinisterjerky.com. My boy Mike Seneca, there you go. Support. Also, again, I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but he is a vet. Not Vietnam vet. I was going to say Vietnam, but he's not old enough to be Vietnam. He is a serviceman vet, though, military vet, whatever. So support our vets, vet-owned business, combat veteran. Check him out, sinisterjerky.com.
Yeah, get the jerky, hold it up, take a picture at the same time as you're wearing one of our shirts off our pod shop on BodySlams.
You'll win a free shout out on Twitter.
Yeah. You know what? We'll give you a shout out. There you go. BodySlamsPodcast.com. Click on the pod shop. Check out our store. It'll be shipped right to you. Don't forget, check out all of our social medias right down below. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow us individuals on Twitter as well. Joey Image, was it Joey Image TV?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, at Joey Image TV on Twitter, and myself, Chio 24/7. And for that being said, I'm Chio. That's Joey Joseph. Oh, by the way, before I head out, Joey, I just want to let you know I was playing the WWE 2K. And what do you have, a PS4 or Xbox? PS4. And I went in, I was downloading characters, and one character popped up that I had to download, but I have to edit him. Is Bobby from Sons of Anarchy. Remember, we had this years ago.
The one that looks like me?
Yeah. So I have to. Yeah, because it was a thing years ago. We were trying to pick who looked like what from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And I said he looked like Bobby. So I clicked on Bobby. So now I'm gonna edit him to look like Joey Image.
Cool,
and I will edit and post it. Hey, and you're on what? PS5, PS4?
Yeah, PS5.
Oh, I hate you, man. Nah, I love you.
Well, they're both. It's got crossplay, right? Or no? You can play
I hope so. I was told it does. So
which one did you get? Like just the basic version?
Yeah, but I'm just basically doing like I like doing the whole just the editing creative character type.
Yeah,
stuff.
Me too. Do they have Royal Rumble in that game?
I think so.
Okay. I love doing the Royal Rumbles.
I didn't go through the whole game.
No, I know. I like doing the Royal Rumbles, like the computer generated ones where I don't play it. I just sit back and watch. It's always cool.
Well, especially if you make your own characters and just let your characters play.
Yeah.
Makes me think I got to make a Johnny Toxic. But with everyone, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, once again, I'm Chio. That's Joey. You're watching Breakfast and BodySlams on BodySlamsPodcast.com. Like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button to know when we are live, and we will see you this Thursday night for Thursday Night Slam special start time at 8 o'clock, not 8:05, even though we like the 05 thing, but 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock was at the request of the guest.
Yes. 8 o'clock with WWE former referee Jimmy Corderas, as we will give the insights of WrestleMania weekend, what we may or may not see. But with that being said, I'm out of here. Joey's out of here. Peace out.
Take care, folks. Thank you.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, oh.